All right, good evening. Glad you're with us here on a rainy Thursday afternoon of live horse racing. We had some big payouts. We had another strong handle. The handle was a little shy of 2 million. So thanks for joining us and participating on a Thursday afternoon of racing. Big news for this coming Saturday. The middle pick 5 today was not hit. We're going to have a real nice carryover on that middle pick 5 this Saturday. It starts in race 3 with that low 15% takeout. The carryover, there you see it, $11,104.54. So over $11,000 in the carryover for the middle pick 5 this Saturday. Starts in race 3. Races 3, 5, and 7 are big fields on the turf. So hopefully the weather will cooperate. We'll have some sunshine. We've already had all the rain we need. Now we just need some sunshine, and we'll have the most beautiful, perfect turf course in the country. Everybody else has already been running on their turf course. We haven't. Ours is pristine, beautiful, ready to go. We want to have the best turf course in the area this July and August when there's no Maryland and no turf at Park. So our turf course should be great. We just need some sunshine. Hopefully we'll have that sunshine. We'll be on the turf this Saturday. We'll see. But big carryover, and that middle pick 5 starts in race 3 this Saturday. Okay, let's get to the replays here for Thursday afternoon. Race 1 was a maiden 62.50 for filly mares 3 and up, going 5.5 furlongs. Jamie Ness would have the heavy favorite in here. Let's see what happens in race 1. Here's our announcer, Josh Brown.
Away and running. Terrible start for So Emotional. Great speed from the favorite May Be a Miracle, who breaks sharp. Chasing in second is Nevermore Valor, and Sweet and Feisty rides that sloppy rail, and there's 3 across the track early on. So Emotional is recovered to be in fourth in front of Gore Tree Gal, Savvy Dancer, and Tell of Emery is last of all. So May Be a Miracle has a flared nostril in front. Sweet and Feisty tries the counter in second, and with 3 furlongs to go, So Emotional's in hand for the far turn run. Nevermore Valor's dropped away, and Savvy Dancer tries to gather momentum in fifth. We're down to 2 as they pass the 5/16 pole. Maybe a Miracle still calls the shots. So Emotional trying to close from last to first as they turn to the top of the stretch. Maybe a Miracle's the first one to come off the turn and splashes in front by 2. So Emotional loomed and flattened out. Savvy Dancer's closing in. Here comes a nice split from Gorty Growl, who's going to try to move into second, but there's no catching the 3-2 winner here. Maybe a Miracle, a decisive winner in the first of the day. Gortree Gal was a 35-1 second, Sweet and Feisty third, and Savvy Dancer was fourth.
I have no idea how this horse slipped away at 3-2. She was 6-5 morning line. We had a scratch in there. I thought she'd go off about 3-5, but she pays a generous $5 here in race 1 to break her maiden. That gives Jamie Nesbarn his 4th win of the meet, the 5th win of the meet for jockey Jamie Rodriguez. Let's turn the page here. Race 2 is a nice starter allowance, going 5.5 furlongs. Some nice sprinters in here. I like the 3, Cativo Vagazo, coming off the layoff for Gary Capuano, but the 1, East Boston Benny, and the 2, Heaven's Got Fire. They're tough. Let's see what happens here in race 2.
They're at the post. Away and running to a picture-perfect start. Heaven's Got Fire showing off that speed. East Boston Benny looking for back-to-back wins now strikes the top. And Gambe Forte, the long shot, is in that third-place position. Cativo Ragazzo is 3 lengths off the speed, which is held by East Boston Benny. And Dissolute has to rally from the back of the pack. There's 3.5 furlongs to go. And East Boston Benny, unopposed as they navigate the far turn, leads by 1.5 lengths. Heaven's Got Fire comes under a vigorous shake of the rein to try to get closer and responds nicely. Cativo Vergazzo rides that rail. Dissolute is starting to gather momentum, but is 7 lengths down. And Gambe Forte's dropped to the tail. Here's the quarter pole. East Boston Benny is well off the rail, 4 paths deep, but still has a sizable lead. Up the inside is Cativo Vergazzo with the blue cap, and Heaven's Got Fire is boxing on 2. 200 yards left to go, and at 5-1, East Boston Benny continues to pat a winning lead. Heaven's Got Fire and Cativo Vergazzo chase. Race 2 is easy as 1, 2, 3. East Boston Benny has won it over Heaven's Got Fire, Cativo Vergazzo, and Dissolute.
East Boston Benny won big last time in Colonial last March and comes right back today and backs up that effort, runs big today, and wins a nice race for owner Lillian Caceres and trainer Steve Caceres. Jorge Riaz aboard for the winning ride. $12.40 the win price you got there on East Boston Benny. 2-1 morning line and goes off 5-1. Let's turn the page here. Race 3 would kick off the middle pick 5 today. We're off the turf today. Race 3 is a maiden 16,000 filly mares going a mile 70 on the main track. This race would kick off the middle pick 5. Let's take a look here. Race 3, see what happens.
Away and running. Squeezed back at the start and almost going down was the 7 of Firm Blessing. Tesoro Rosa guns for the lead, and Reese's Drama is right there too. And Aljima adds more fuel to the fire, and this pace is blazing in the slop as they go around the first turn. Exotic Cat came away all by herself in 4th. Lady Tazi's in front of 2, which is a Firm Blessing who had a trouble trip. And Wine Snob is last of all. So as the slop settles, it's Tesoro Rosa showing the way 3/4 of a length. But Aljima is right there trying to tack onto her speed in 2nd. And Reese's Drama is under a nice hold in that 3rd place position. No excuses today for Exotic Cat, who's in hand with 5 furlongs to go. Another 3 back to Lady Tazi, who's in front of 2. Wine Snob's picked off 1, and a Firm Blessing's last of all. So still on top of the field is Tesoro Rosa. Shows the way by 3/4 of a length, while Aljima is right there trying to pounce when it counts in 2nd. Reese's Drama is getting closer in that 3rd place position. Lady Tazi is closing with good energy, but is still 6 lengths off the lead. And Exotic Cat is right there too. These are the 5 as they swing the side. Tesoro Rosa shows the way 3/4 of a length. Aljima is trying to bridge that deficit ever so slowly. Reese's Drama is a 1-pace 3rd. Lady Tazi goes deep on the track. Exotic Cat still warming up nicely as they turn in. Tesoro Rosa kicks for the money and leads by 2 open lanes. Aljima took a run. Exotic Cat is floundering in 3rd, and the others are going up and down like a merry-go-round, but here's the final 1/16 of a mile, and Tesoro Rosa's nicely cleared at 7-1. Tesoro Rosa has scored the winning run over Aljima, Exotic Cat, and Lady Tazi.
Well, nice price here in race 3 to kick off the middle pick 5. The handle in the middle pick 5 over 16,000, and the 8 Tesoro Rosa finds her best stride today on a sloppy track for trainer Bruce Kravitz and jockey Martin Shawan. A nice $16.60 win price on the 3-year-old filly Tesoro Rosa, who breaks her maiden today. Let's turn the page here. Race 4 would kick off the late pick 5. We had a nice handle in the late pick 5, 42,000 in the late pick 5. Just going back to the early pick 5, they bet over 65,000 today in the early pick 5. So the multi-race wagers have been strong so far this meet here at Delaware Park. Race 4 is a beaten claiming 10,000, 3 and up, going 6 furlongs. Some nice horses in here. My price play was the 4 Awesome Prince. We'll see how that horse does. Here's the call for race 4.
Away and running. Good start. Awesome Prince was the first one to break the line. Sunset Town surges to strike the front. And now Excellent Timing's right there too to take over the leading role. So Sunset Town and Excellent Timing, these two are in step in the first furlong and a half. Up the inside, Matt Matters shares 3rd with Awesome Prince to the far outside. Even deeper than that is Johnny French Fry in the first 2 furlongs. And Grazer is faced with a big task today. 3.5 furlongs to go, and Sunset Town kicks away with authority and leads by 1. Excellent Timing is going to have to re-rally from that 2nd place position. Up the inside, Matt Matters tries to close in. Johnny French Fry's right there in the thick of it too. Awesome Prince is trying to gather momentum, but is 5 wide, and Grazer's still last of all. So at the top of the turn, they come to the top of the stretch, and the second longest shot on the board, Sunset Town coming back to the face of the field. Johnny French Fry has the split. Matt Matters is right there. Here comes Grazer with an inside trip. 4 chances, 200 yards to go. Matt Matters is trying to press past Sunset Town. Grazer's coming with a flashy run up the fence. Sunset Town, Grazer's gonna get up. Grazer got there to beat Sunset Town, Matt Matters, and Johnny French Fry.
Well, you know what they say, better gray on a rainy day. And the 7-year-old Grazer, he loves it here at Delaware Park. That's his 9th lifetime win. 5th lifetime win right here at Delaware Park. Pays $10 for owner, trainer Thomas Walkie Jr. Nice ride there by the 7-pound apprentice Sarah Del Fabro. She picks up her 3rd win of the meet. Grazer, a nice $10 winner there in race 4. Race 5 off the turf, going a mile 70 yards on the main track. We kicked off the late pick 4 here in race 5. It's a nice starter allowance race. Let's check out the field. The 4 States United looking for 3 wins in a row for owner-trainer Kieran McGee. We'll see if he can get the job done here in race 5. Here's Josh Brown's call.
Away and running, dropping the jockey was the 5 Garden Leave, the long shots out of the race. Steady John was the first one to pop. States United looking for 3 in a row is right there too. He's Got Swagger stays to the inside, and last of all is Inchin, who goes 5 paths deep. So the quartet swings left for the first of 2 times, and States United calls the shots, and it's only a nose at best. But Steady John is right there, glued to this runner every step of the way in second, and a distant third is Inchin, and last of the 4s, He's Got Swagger with the money on. They go to the back of the track, and a good battle brews between the top 2. States United with the white cap has the lead, and Steady John is right there with only 5 furlongs left to go. Those 2 are 5 lanes clear in front of Inchin, is inching a little bit closer in that 3rd place position, and He's Got Swagger's under a loose rein still last of all. Halfway home, and States United calls the shots, but Steady John is right there, that pesky pace partner in second. Inchin getting ever so closer to this pace tug of war, and there goes Inchin with a menacing move. Inchin is going 3 wide, and He's Got Swagger at odds of 3 to 5 still last of all, but finally hits its best stride. Here's the quarter pole, and Inchin now has the target on its back and leads 3/4 of a length. States United tries the counter in second. Steady John puts the cue in the rack, and He's Got Swagger continues to unroll from the back of the pack, but is still 4 lengths down. Homeward bound, Inchin took a run. States United battles back with stiffening resolve, and now Inchin's in for the fight too. States United holding on bravely. Inchin is getting closer, and He's Got Swagger just at this one pace. States United is a 6-1 winner to beat He's Got Swagger, Inchin, and Steady John.
Well, trainer Kieran McGee claimed this horse. 4-year-old son of Run Happy claimed the horse off of Anthony Farrier last July. The horse didn't run very well that day. McGee gave the horse some time, brought him back this year as a 4-year-old. Now 3 wins in a row for the 4-year-old States United. Congratulations, Kieran McGee. States United pays $15.80 today. And that gives the 7-pound apprentice Jan Rodriguez his first win of the meet. Let's turn the page here. Race 6 would kick off the final pick 3 of the day. A wide open claiming 62.50 for Philly Mares, going 6 furlongs. Nice old-time claimers here in this spot. Let's see what happens in race 6.
They're all in line. Away and running. Terrible start for number 6, Wait a Sec. Lost all chance. So Fancy Princess was the first one to break the gate. Sapphire Beauty right there close in tow, and Beach Island adds fuel to the fire. Those are the first 3 of the opening furlong. And True Sunshine lurks behind the trio of speed. So does Oscar Gaze. And Wait a Sec had a horrible start today. So it's all Fancy Princess in the first 2 furlongs. She carves out the clock to lead by 1 tight length. Beach Island is right there trying to get past the speed in that 2nd place position. Sapphire Beauty looms large on the far outside, and Oscar gazes 4 lengths down from the top. True Sunshine hasn't released the brakes yet, and Wait a Sec has been last throughout. Here's the quarter pole, and a good battle continues to brew. Sapphire Beauty the widest runner. Beach Island's in for the fight in between rivals, and now Fancy Princess rides that rail as they turn for home. Sapphire Beauty comes calling for the lead, and Sapphire Beauty's the longest shot on the board. Oscar Gaze is trying to close late. Beach Island is sticking around with a tough run. Now they get to the final 16th of a mile. Sapphire Beauty's nicely home. Sapphire Beauty's 19-1 to beat out Beach Island, Oscar Gaze, and True Sunshine's in a photo for 4.
Biggest price of the day is a 7 Sapphire Beauty. Pulls off the upset at 19-1 for C&B Stable and trainer Charlie L. Frock. Nice ride there from the 7-pound apprentice Cesar Gonzalez. Sapphire Beauty, she loves the off going now. 3 wins on an off track. That's her 7th lifetime win, close to $200,000 in career earnings. Sapphire Beauty pays a big $41.80 there in race 6. Let's turn the page. Race 7, a maiden special weight that comes off the turf. Mile 70 on the main track here for 3-year-olds and upward. The middle pick 5 players, there was only one live ticket to the 10 Bayou Blitz, the favorite for over $13,000. Everybody else was paying 4 out of 5. Let's see what happens here in race 7.
Away and running. Good speed in the center for St. Pete's Passion today. Academy is gunning from that outside barrier. Here's the favorite Bayou Blitz who dons the red cap. And Richard Feynman is right there too. So those are the first 4 as they corner left. And Zevon rides the inside to be in 5th. Mach 2 Blue takes out Home Invasion, who goes very wide. Mr. Fantastico has all kinds of space up the inside. And My Vacation on debut is already coming under a vigorous drive. 6 furlongs to go, and Bayou Blitz spearheads the field and shows the way 3/4 of a length, but Academy is right there shadowing the leader every step of the way in second. There's a gap of 4 back to a traveling third. That is Richard Feynman, and up the inside Zevon continues to protect that rail position. Mr. Fantastico has acres of space up the inside of Good Enough. The yellow cap of St. Pete's Passion is caught 5 wide. Mach 2 Blue is still in front of Home Invasion, and My Vacation starts to hit its best stride, but is still last of all. 3.5 furlongs to go. Bayou Blitz still in hand and in command, but the lead is down to a neck. Academy right there turning up the heat in second. Richard Feynman is now in a menacing mood, but is 2 lengths off the speed. And Mr. Fantastico rides that rail. Here's the quarter pole, and Academy is going smooth as silk, leads 3/4 of a length. Bayou Blitz is going to have to re-rally on the inside. These 2 are still in step at the top of the stretch. Academy tries to kick for home, but Bayou Blitz hasn't waved the white flag yet. Academy has a better momentum now, and Academy goes with a winning break. Bayou Blitz just did not have it today, and Richard Feynman no better than 3rd, and 4th is Mr. Fantastico. Academy's a 7-2 winner over Bayou Blitz, Richard Feynman, and Mr. Fantastico.
First win of the meet for trainer H. Graham Motion as Academy, a 3-year-old son of Oscar Performance. First time gelding today and first start on the main track, and well, he loved the sloppy going today. I didn't use the horse at all, but Graham's forgotten more about horse racing than I know. He must have thought the horse would like the sloppy going, and he was right. Sam Marin, nice ride there. Academy pays $960 in race 7. The 4 out of 5 payout, and the middle pick 5 paid $347. So the middle pick 5, big carryover this Saturday in the middle pick 5 starting race 3. The carryover is over $11,000. Let's turn the page here. Race 8, a real nice maiden special weight for 3-year-olds going 6 furlongs to wrap up the day. The 3, Nat Gas, was the heavy favorite, but trainer Michael Stidham had a well-bred first-time starter, and the 1 looking like lucky. Let's see how these 3-year-olds dueled it out here in today's finale.
Away and running. Good speed in the center for Frame Up today. Nat Gas is also right there showing that customary speed. And Midnight Ready drops away. Man See Ya Sway takes over that 2nd place position. And Quamish now lands 3rd. Looking like Lucky, a bit unsettled prior to the race, is in that 4th place position. And Luca Machine loops up on the far outside. Midnight Ready is dropped away. And Frame Up's last of all. There's 4 furlongs to go. And Nat Gas leads him on a rain-soaked Thursday. Rounds the far turn with a neck advantage. Man See Ya Sway takes the fight to the favorite in 2nd, and Quamish Gun comes under a heavy drive in 3rd. A distant 4th is Midnight Ready, and trying to close in is Frame Up, and Looking Like Lucky is dropped to the back of the pack as they turn for home. At 9-1, Man See Ya Sway confronts the heavy favorite Nat Gas. Homeward bound now, Man See Ya Sway with a nose in front. Nat Gas trying to battle back with everything he has. Quamish is starting to close in late, and so is Midnight Ready. Inside the furlong ground, Nat Gas is still leading, but Quamish is coming with giant strides. Nat Gas holding on. Nat Gas prevails to be Quamish, Man See Ya Sway, and Midnight Ready.
Well, the Greg Compton barn's locked and loaded with a nice stable of horses this meet here at Delaware Park, and this is a nice 3-year-old here by 1,000 Words. Nat Gas breaks his maiden in his second career start against a tough maiden special weight group. Julio Hernandez picks up his third win of the meet. That's the first win for the Greg Compton barn. $760 the win price on the 3 Nat Gas in race 8. If you hit the late pick 5, congratulations, you had a big day today. The late pick 5 paid a few bucks shy at $12,000. That's a nice score. Congratulations if you had the late pick 5. We had some nice prices today. Nice carryover in that middle pick 5 for you on Saturday. Let's get a quick break here. When we come back, our next segment, I'll talk about a special event we have coming up Saturday morning, and I'll also give you my best bet and price play for this Saturday's card. We'll be right back.
There's only one Delaware Park, the greatest one. Delaware Park, tradition lives